Thank you very much. Ministers, Excellencies, distinguished guests, thank you very much for inviting me to participate today in this high-level conference aimed at finding lasting solutions to criminal use of our marine resources. Allow me at the outset to acknowledge that all of us have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and I take this opportunity to express my condolences to those of you who have lost friends and loved ones or who have been otherwise affected. South Africa is honored to be part of the Blue Justice Project, which aims to support developing countries in implementing the Copenhagen Declaration. Central to this important global initiative is a fair blue economy for all, one that promotes the rights of small-scale fisher communities in a coastal economy free from criminality. Currently, the South African commercial fishing sector contributes approximately $667 million to the GDP of our country and supports 50,000 formal jobs and 27,000 informal jobs. Since 2019, for the first time ever, our government has allocated 15-year fishing rights to 10,363 small-scale fishers organized into 132 cooperatives nationwide. While our fishing sector as a whole was declared an essential service throughout different stages of the lockdown, the sector has not been unscathed by the pandemic. Market disruption impacted heavily on the abalone and West Coast rock lobster sectors, causing particular hardship for fishermen and women and their communities. Our fishing sector, like many in the world, is severely impacted on by organized crime. Research by the United Nations Food and Agricultural Organization estimates that the Southern and East African region lose approximately 12.2 billion South African rand to illegal and unreported fishing every year. Furthermore, the FAO estimates that 85% of fish stocks worldwide are now fully exploited, and illegal fishing is one of the main contributors. As we all know, Excellencies, organized crime deprives states of national revenue and threatens the legitimate fishing industry and the livelihoods of those who rely on it. Consequently, in May 2016, South Africa entered into a partnership with the Norwegian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and our Fisheries branch and our Nelson Mandela University to launch an organization called Fish Force. The purpose of the partnership has been to combat sea fisheries crime and related criminal activities by providing training to all those on the forefront of the battle. Through this partnership, training has been offered to fisheries control officers, police officers, and prosecutors, as well as similar officials in the SADC region. Allow me today to take this opportunity to thank the generosity of the Norwegian government, who has provided grant funding totaling 45 million rand to the Nelson Mandela University. As a result of the Fish Force initiative, I'm pleased to share that we have increased capacity in the oceans domain for environmental conservation and protection. We have managed to definitively strengthen coordination and cooperation between relevant agencies and mechanisms for cross-border investigation of fisheries crimes. By harnessing expertise and simulation of research and promotion of law enforcement activities, we have been able to impact on the wider fisheries and environmental fields. It is important today to welcome the Blue Justice Project that will take over the significant attempts of the Fish Force initiative. Across the globe, Excellencies, progressive thinking makes a link between sustainable development, beneficiation of local communities, and successful resource conservation and protection. Small-scale fishing communities in South Africa were for hundreds of years excluded from formal fishing rights. And our government has now officially recognized and organized them into cooperatives supported by my department. This support includes the granting of 15-year fishing rights, capacitating cooperatives through providing access to business skills, training and development, as well as offering opportunities for financial support in the form of development finance and loans. Apart from giving a bigger share of the market to small-scale fishers than previously has been the case, species basket allocations to the sector are also aimed at sustainably managing our fish resources. Small-scale fishers are also supported by our government during the hardest periods of the COVID-19 lockdown through extending the validity of fishing and harvesting permits, and also in certain instances providing food support. Through the Blue Justice Project, South Africa will continue to receive support not only to strengthen its battles against fisheries and related environmental crimes, but we will also receive support to protect marine resources. And this will help us in our quest to build a collaborative as opposed to an adversarial relationship with our small fishing communities. The Blue Justice Project will also continue to sponsor regional coastal patrols, both in the Indian and Atlantic Oceans, helping us to protect marine resources as key national resources. In closing, allow me to once again thank our partners and assure you of our commitment to strengthening the local and global networks. The Blue Justice Project can only bode well for our country and for our fishing communities. I thank you.